All right. It was this Zoom session. Believe that. Okay. Hallelujah. We in there. We in there like swimwear. Now let's make sure that Coach Ann came back. I was gonna say she might. It was session. Oh, that's
Well,
me.
I'm back. I'm back. I've
Okay,
been back.
good.
I
I'm
was
excited
having a
now. I was like, Coach Ann, she might not have came back for y'all after how y'all
fit.
have my OGs.
Oh no, I'm sticking it out. It'll just be pre-recorded and they can
Uh,
watch it later.
Coach Ann says she ain't never scared. Okay. So perfect. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate that. So anyone that has not downloaded your files, go ahead, speak now, or you must forever hold your peace until the recording. Okay. So go ahead and give me a 2 in the chat right now if you have not yet downloaded your files from the Academy. That would be the file, the zip file that has all of the components for the image that y'all are going to build today. Number 2 is the Easter related images that are there. And then the third one is the fonts. Did you download the fonts and install them? If those 3 steps have not been done, then go ahead and give us a 2 right now in the chat so we know to help you. If y'all ready to roll, give me a 100. We're 100% ready to go. Okay, April is 100,000, or is that a million? Let's go. All right. So Coach Anna is going to be your pilot. I will be co-piloting today. So Ann, please have all the confidence that I know that you have in your skill set, and I will be on the sidelines if you need me. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. Let's go.
All right. So I do not have, I need to be host or co-host so we can get started. I'll have my marker options available. Awesome. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to go ahead and install the effects and some of the brushes that were included in your folder. I'm going to go ahead and ask, I have so many screens open, it's unbelievable. I'm going to start with Alyssa. If you could do a screen share for me, we'll go ahead and get ready to install your effects. So we're going to need to locate your folder, so be ready to do that once you start your screen share and unmute your mic.
My screen share won't work because it won't allow me in on my second monitor. So I'm watching.
Awesome. If you're just watching, actually, I'm not going to encourage anyone to go ahead and do that option. So we'll go on down to Miss April. So April, if you could do a screen share for me, we'll go ahead and install your effects. Oh, did everybody get all quiet on me again?
I'm here.
All right, there we go. All these monitors, I'm everywhere right now. Okay, so
my screen comes up really big, so it's hard to see it.
Awesome. So what we're going to do is we're going to locate that folder where you have those files for the Innate Lab.
Okay, do you see it?
I do. Let me make sure that I don't have anything of my screen open. Can you drag that window over to this screen? Awesome. So in here, we'll see brushes, and we're also going to be installing effects. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start over here, and we're going to double click on brushes. So once you click on it, Photoshop will open, but you will not need to do anything else. It just means that things are working in the background. So we'll go back out to that folder once again.
Okay.
And then we are going to do the same thing with the styles. And once again, it doesn't appear that anything happened, but we're going to go ahead and walk you through how to check to see if those things installed, right? So we're going to identify our brush tool. Our brush tool should be right over here to the left side of your screen on your toolbar.
Yeah, I have to move it over, probably see, and then it shrinks down because it's so big. Oh, not my screen to go smaller unless it goes on the other computer.
Trying to see who we have talking right now. So go ahead and make that large. Okay, so we're all set. Let me drag my windows out of the way. All right, so you're gonna click on this brush tool.
I think that's a brush tool.
It is. It is your brush tool. That is your brush tool. So we're gonna clear
Okay, I
that.
see it. Yeah, it's showing up on the other one. Okay.
Awesome. So we'll hit this little drop down arrow right here. So it's showing that what you already have selected. So the name of those brushes, right? We're gonna hit this this drop down arrow. We're gonna close that folder up, right? So you also have your Innate Lab brushes. That's not the name for the one we're using right now.
Okay.
So we'll close that up as well.
Okay.
Awesome. We could continue closing the additional folders as well. So as you can see, she's got all of her brushes available. So if everyone is caught up to this point, give me a 1. If not, give me a 2. We'll continue to close those up. But you see, the brushes are listed in there once you double click on that. And just a reminder, if you are not currently the one sharing your screen, please mute your mics.
I just talked to
Okay.
a friend of ours. He said, Lena, how about Daniel try to hit me up for some money too?
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick mute all for everyone. Let's see. Just bear with me just 1 second. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple things. We're gonna mute everyone. Awesome. So we're gonna go look at your folder real quick because I'm having your outside folder where all of your Innate products are located. If you could click on that folder real quick, I just need to refresh myself on the name of the file that we just installed, because there is also a file, your actual folder where your products are located, where your images are. Not inside your brush tool. We're done with this for right now, so you could click out of it.
The easiest thing to do, Anne, would be to go to File Open, so that will be the folder that we're always defaulting to. And that is the reason why you want to make sure that you have all of your assets in the folder. So in the Photoshop window, let's go File Open.
Which one?
And you should be able to see it there as well. Then that way, every time they get ready to open, it'll open from that file.
Got it. That's a good little trick. I just always have another little folder open.
Let's go on Photoshop. Can you circle file for her, please, so she can see?
Yes, ma'am. I'm just having a
I
little.
can't see it.
Let me rearrange. I have to do a quick rearrange on my monitors real quick.
Okay.
So
It's
that
right
I
up,
can
right up here, April. File. You see that?
No. This
there we
one?
go.
File, and then go to open.
Okay.
Okay. And let's go ahead and so see how you see your brushes and your styles here too? And here's the reason why we want you to set it up like this for class, because now when you go looking for your photo, your background, whatever elements for class, guess what? You just have one folder you tap into, and then you're always ready to roll.
Yeah, I got it all in a folder.
Perfect. So, Anne, were we getting ready to install the styles?
We've already selected to install the styles. We did both of them.
So you got brushes and styles. What you're looking to do right now is
Just verify.
Okay, well, in that case, hit cancel.
Okay.
We want to do file, place embedded. So then that way we're not opening up separately. File, place embedded.
Okay.
And this one, we want to do the foreground image first. So this one would be our Innate Lab kid here.
Right.
Okay.
And place it. Perfect. And go ahead and hit enter to lock in that transformation. Perfect. All right. So everybody that has that step, go ahead and give us a 1. If you missed something, give us a 2.
We have some 2s in the chat. Shanon.
And it looks like Shakita was before that. Shakita, if you still are a 2, go ahead and share your screen. And April, hang tight. You're doing a beautiful job. And then also, Ann, let's go ahead and put, as soon as we drop that image on the screen, let's
Yes.
put the next step to save the file. Let's do the save dance after that. Okay.
Yes,
So,
the save dance.
so yep, yours will be Innate Lab Kid 6. It just looks like it has a black background, but that's because it's PNG. So this one right here. Oh, no, don't go to open, hit cancel here. We're going to go file, place embedded. Hit cancel there.
You talking to me, Shannon?
Shakita, yes.
Yeah,
Go ahead
okay.
and cancel. And then file, place embedded.
I didn't get my brushes in. It didn't come in for some reason.
Okay, did you check the brushes?
Um,
Let's go ahead and check them real quick. And Coach Ann, you got this. Go ahead and check your brushes. Or are you still rearranging your screen? Because I got you if you need me. Let's go right here to your brushes up top where it has that 13 and that soft one. And then we're going to just scroll down.
Just
And see
laughing
if
at
we see the
myself.
innate lab brushes folder. Keep going.
no, ma'am.
Okay, so let's go to file open then. And we can open the brushes from here. Just click brushes and hit open. And that should automatically install your brushes. Let's
Okay, I
double check.
was doing it wrong then.
Okay.
Well, wait, just check, because if you already did, if you hit okay, just check and see, because you'll install it more than once. Can you scroll down, see if there's any way to scroll down?
Yes, ma'am.
They're right there, baby, right there. Let's go ahead and open that folder up. You got it, you got it. Now you can scroll down and open that folder up. You scroll down, perfect. Now I'm going to tell you what I would do to display, and this is going to make it so much easier. I want you to come up here, and this is everybody with your brushes right now. Go up here to the gear. These are your settings, and you want to show the brush tip. So go ahead and click on the brush tip. Brush tip is right there.
You went out.
Okay,
Not the brush tip.
click on brush tip. Okay, go back to the gear. And then I want you to click off of brush name. And go back to the gear. We're going to click off of brush stroke. So the only thing we should be seeing is the brush tip. Okay. And then we can use this slider here to make our brush tips bigger so we can see them better. Perfect. And then we're going to come to this corner right here and drop it down so we can see more options.
Okay.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so do we need to go through that with anyone else? And Morticia, if yours is showing up as an affinity file, I can show you how to fix that. Go ahead and share your screen, Morticia, and I'll show you how to fix that. So sometimes your computer is not aware of a certain file that is naturally a Photoshop file. It doesn't know it yet. So you have to train your computer. So what we could do, the best thing to do for that is just to go file open. It's going to, by default, open in Photoshop. Okay, so let's do that, and let's find your brushes. Okay, you should still be able to open them there. Let's do this. Let's hit cancel here. I think because you have a Mac, it might need to be trained here. So let's hit cancel. Let's go to your Finder, or for PC, it'll be your Explorer folder. And let's go to the desktop folder. And we're going to see if we can train your system to know that this is a Photoshop file. Now, I don't know where your Finder is. There we go. Okay, so let's right click in here. Let me turn on my marker. We're going to right click on the file. Yep. And then let me see what options pop up. We're going to go open with. We're going to train it. Now, instead of affinity, we're going to go to other. Okay. Now we should be able to find your Photoshop. There you go. Photoshop here. Perfect. Hit open. And then it's probably going to look for the Photoshop program, which is here. Perfect. Hit open. And, oh, wait, that's perfect. Do always open with. Then that way, won't be trying to open with affinity. Perfect. All right. So now let's go. Open anyway. Okay, that might be why it was blacked out. Now let's try the file open again from Photoshop. Now, you know what? Let's check because it may have automatically installed it. It should have. Let's check your brushes right here. And that's with any file, y'all. If you have a PDF or a TIFF or anything that is not used to opening in Photoshop, you can do those same steps. Now close that one up because we have a special one just for this class. And it's going to be just the bling brushes right here. That's all y'all are going to be working with today. Perfect. Go ahead and open it up there. Open the folder. Just open the folder. You need to click on, go back there. Just open the folder. There you go. Perfect. You got it. Perfect. All right, so let's go ahead and everybody right now do the save dance. Let's go file, save. And I want everybody to save the file as the same thing. And the reason why is because when we do things and we say go to this file versus this file or anything like that, just get in the habit of doing things the way we do it in class. And then after class, if you want to remove the file from the desktop or you want to name it something else, that's your prerogative. Okay, so everybody right now, I want you to name this the letter B, capital letter B, 001. Yep, B001 dash class. Okay, so this is going to be the work that you did in class. If you modify it, do something else to it, you can name it whatever you want after that. Make sure it's saved in your desktop folder for your B001 course. Perfect. Now you can go ahead and hit save. Excellent. All right, Tina, are you still needing help or you got it, love? If you still need help, give me a 2. Give me another 2. Oh, actually, Charnette, I think you were next, love. Charnette, go ahead and share your screen, and then Tina, you'll be next. I want to go in the order, so so we're not skipping anybody, okay? Charnette, go ahead and share your screen for me. Oh, I'm sorry you lost your voice.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, let's see. So maybe whatever Tina needs help with could help you out as well. Tina, go ahead and share your screen. All right, and Tina, were you able to check your brushes and make sure that your brush is installed? And you can go ahead and
That's what I need help with.
Okay, so let's go ahead and first let's make sure that the brushes are not installed. And Coach Ann, I'm gonna let you take this one over. If you need me, I got you.
Awesome. Let me get my marker ready. So we're gonna select this brush tool over in your toolbar panel. And then we're gonna hit this drop down arrow right up at the top of your screen. Okay, so we're also gonna do the same setups on your screen. So I'm gonna clear off my marker real quick. Your screen, sorry, your screen is a little bit tiny, so I'm gonna have to look over on mine. So we're gonna hit this little gear wheel, this drop down real quick, and we're gonna do the same setup that Shanon just did with the previous person. Okay, so we're gonna select brush tips. Okay, and we're gonna open that gear wheel back up again. And we're gonna uncheck brush name. And we're gonna go back into that menu. And then we're gonna uncheck brush stroke. Awesome. So once you do that, we'll go ahead and also we'll collapse. Let's collapse this little drop down menu. Well, hopefully we can scroll a little bit faster. Want to make sure that we're looking in the Innate Lab brushes. And we're going to the bling brushes is where we're going to go next. I'm sorry, you moved a little bit fast. So bling brushes are what we're going to be using. So those are there. So we are good. And you've already extended your panel, so we are good there. The other thing that you can do is hit this little corner and drag it down so you can see more of your screen. Awesome. So that is all set, and you do have your bling brushes. Innate Lab bling brushes actually is going to be this folder.
Okay.
So yes, you are all set.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Okay, who's next that needed help? Tina, we left off with Tina. help with my brushes. My screen is different, no gear. Bernita. All right, let's see if we can figure it out. Okay, so you are on your brush tab. We're gonna try to figure this out. Let's see what's located in this menu right here. You have two little drop down.
For this one, and what it is, close out of these are the actual brush tabs. We're not in the brush tab, so go
Okay,
ahead
brush
and
tabs,
close
yeah.
out of that. No, hit no. Wait. I'm sorry, hit cancel. No, I'm sorry, that was my bad. I meant to tell you to hit cancel. What it is, you have your brushes panels open right now, and we aren't in the brushes panels. That's why you don't see your gears. So we need to close out of that. We need to close out of the brushes panels. Here, I'll turn my marker on. Let's get out of that. Yeah, we're not supposed to have that open right now.
There we go.
Okay. So go back to, you may have to set up your new file. Go and did you already do the save dance, Bernita? Did you do the save dance for the file? And we can't hear you. If you would
Hold
go
on,
ahead
slow
and
down. You are clicking away.
just unmute your mic because we can't hear you.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So let's go to file. Did you save the file? Let's go to file and I can tell if you saved it.
File.
Uh-huh. And go to open recent. Nope, not open. Open recent. Go to cancel.
Mm-hmm.
Go to cancel. File, open recent right here. Oh no, you didn't save it. So let's go to file new. We're gonna have to create a new one. So everybody do the save dance. Everybody, let's save this together. Right now, let's go ahead and go to print here. We're gonna real quick, just set this up again. We're gonna do 150 resolution right here. Okay, and let's go ahead and hit create. Okay, and right now your window is not correct. So let's get your window correct. Let's go to window.
Oh, wait a minute.
And then this is the reason why our windows have to all be the same, because it confuses anybody following the class. So we want to make sure that we're all the same. Workspace, and then go to reset Bernita 2. Okay, that means Bernita 2 was never set properly in the first place. So let's do this. Let's go to window, and we won't be able to do this again. So if the workspace is not correct, we won't be able to continue. Let's do graphic and web. Graphic and web.
I got graphic.
Graphic
Okay.
and web right there. You got it. Go ahead and extend this little double arrow right here. Extend this one. All right. Take your layers tab and move the layers tab up here where history is. Take your layers tab from down here and pull it up to where history is. You want to pull it into the same box as where history is, and it'll turn the box blue around it. There you go. Let it go. Okay, now take your layers and bring it after history. And I'm hearing an echo there, so I'm going to go ahead and mute it. Okay, and then you want to right click, close out of your libraries here. Right click and hit close on the libraries tab. Right click right here and hit close on the libraries tab. Do you see where I'm putting the X? You're going to right click on that X and hit close. Now right click on the X on the libraries tab right here where I'm drawing the star. Okay, Bernita, do you see where I'm drawing on the screen right now? Nope. You're clicking on some other stuff right now. Bernita, we're probably, if we can't get this together right now, because we're backstepping right now, then we're going to have to just have you watch the recording, unfortunately. So if you can see what I'm doing and follow these steps really quickly, then you can continue with us. But I'm drawing on the libraries tab right now. I need you to right click on the libraries tab and hit close. Right click on the libraries tab at the top where the title is and hit close. Okay, so I don't know if you aren't able to hear or do what we're doing right now. So I'm just going to ask you to hang tight and just watch for today, because we're not going to be able to continue to set up if you can't see what's going on the screen. Can you right click on libraries and hit close? Okay, no, that's not. Right click on the tab that says libraries and hit close. Right click on it and just hit close. There you go. Same thing for layer comps. Right click on layer comps and hit close. Okay, now you want to take your swatches, pull your swatches down here to right next to properties. Swatches, pull it down next to properties and let it go. Okay, you want to right click over here on this left-hand column. This is all stuff that we had already set up. Right click there. Right click right here. Go to edit toolbar. Go to restore defaults. Hit done. Okay, now let's go up to window. Let's go to workspace. Let's go to new workspace, excuse me. And save this as Bernita 3. So we know that this is the new one. Make sure you check all 3 boxes here. And then hit save. All right, and now let's go to File and Place Embedded. Place Embedded. And let's go to the desktop where the B001 folder is. Perfect. Let's open the folder. And then let's go ahead and select our Kit 6 and place. Nope, all you have to do is hit the word place right here. All right, hit enter to lock in your transformation. And then all we're gonna do now is check your brushes. So this is your regular brush right here. You're on the brush history, but the regular brush, yep, click on that. And then we're gonna come right here to where the fuzzy brush is, up at the top. Click on that. All right, and then we're going to scroll down and see if the bling brushes are there. So scroll down. Okay, open up the bling brush file. Just open the folder with the triangle on the side there. Scroll down, open up the second folder there. All right, and scroll down further. All right, so let's go ahead. Now you'll see the gear option up here. Let's go to the gear option. And then we're going to turn on the brush tip. Go back to the gear, turn off the brush stroke. And then go back to the gear, turn off the brush name. Go ahead and pull this little corner down here to make this window bigger for your brushes. And you'll need to pull just that corner, right? Perfect. Okay. And then if you want to, you can bring this size down just a little bit so you can see more than one brush at a time. If you pull this size down just a little bit, there you go. Now at least you see 2 rows or 2 columns there. And you are all caught up. Make sure that you do the save dance. Everybody do file, save, file, save, file, and then save. The name of the file should be B001-class. Perfect. All right, so then that is all caught up. Okay, anybody else need help right now? Go ahead and give us a 2 in the chat. Give us a 2 in the chat. And I think we are All caught up? Sharnett needs some help. Sharnett, go ahead and share your screen.
Okay, can you go ahead and make your screen larger? And also please mute your secondary device if possible. Okay, so what exactly do you need help with? Okay, I see you're clicking on things, but I'm not sure, I'm not hearing you. So please unmute your mic. Sharnett, can you hear me okay? I'm not hearing you if you are speaking right now.
Hey,
All
Sharnett,
right.
I see that your mic is unmuted, but I don't see that it's moving. Like we don't see that it's having any function right now. If you are unable to pull up the file right now, I'm going to ask because we're running quite behind right now. Can you go to Open Recent and see if your file is there to open? File Open Recent.
There it is.
Okay, go to that one. That should be 001 class.
Wonderful.
Oh no, what you did was you saved the file. Okay. You saved the wrong thing as the B001 class. Let's go ahead and close out of that. Hit no to save. Let's go File, New. We're going to set up the new workspace again. We're going to do this exactly how we did it before. Go to Print up at the top here. I'm just going to quickly get you through here. Print. Let's go 8.5 by 11. Let's do resolution as 150 right here. Go to Create. Then we're going to go to File, Place Embedded. Place embedded. Now let me ask you, Sharnett, are you able to watch us on one screen and work on the other screen, or at least split screen right now so you can watch us on Zoom and then also participate? If you could just put the message in the chat because we can't hear you through the microphone. Go ahead and insert this image right here, Innate Lab Kid 6, right there, and you're going to hit place. So in order to follow along in class, you're going to need either two screens, which we call dual screens, or you're going to need to follow on a device like a Zoom, Zoom on your extra laptop, Zoom on your iPad, even Zoom on your phone, so that you can see what we're doing. Go ahead and hit place there. Down at the bottom, let's hit place down here. Okay, so you are able to follow along. Okay, got you. All right, so now you should hit enter to lock in the transformation. Let's go File, and let's save this. So everybody's going to save. Save, and you're going to save this as B. Just type in the title, capital B, 001 dash class. And then make sure that you put it on, wait, you got to put it on your computer because it's saving to a cloud. So let's go File, Save As. You need to put it, it should just be, what is that extra stuff there? Yeah, just be that. Okay, let's do on your computer. And then this is where you're going to save it in this folder. Go ahead and hit save. Save down here. Okay, now everybody's file should say B001 dash class. That's what should be on your tab. And the reason why you want to save it exactly how we tell you to save it is because sometimes we'll have multiple tabs open. And if everybody does it the same way, then you'll be able to follow along because everybody's tabs will be named the exact same thing. Okay. All right, so you are good to go. I would tell you to continue to hold on with your screen, but because you have the super wide screen, it's really hard to read your screen and it might be hard for others to follow. So I'm going to, nope, you're fine, love. Don't be sorry. You are good to go. If everybody's ready to go ahead and give me a 1. Give me a 1. If you're ready to move on, give me a 1. If you need some help right now before we move on, give me a 2. All right, so Rashay, go ahead and share your screen for us, please. All right, awesome. So everybody should be at this point right now. If you're not at this point, go ahead and give me a 2. April, go ahead and share your screen. April, yep, there we go. I was gonna say we're waiting on your screen to show. Okay, so go ahead and hit cancel right now. Hit cancel. Let me see what's going on. Okay, you saved yours as a different type of file. This is basically saving it, I believe, as a template. Let's do file, save as, so we can get it saved as the right file format. Save as. And then if you can pull the pop-up screen over to where we can see it. All right, we are going to, hold on just a second. Let's delete this right here where it says save as. We need to save it as the right name. Go ahead and clear all of that out. It's going to be capital B001 dash class, CLASS. And then you're going to hit on computer. All right, and then we will save it inside of this folder. You're going to make sure that is a PSD file format. So that is appropriate. Go ahead and hit save. Okay, so now it is a PSD. You are ready to move on to the next step. If you would go ahead and expand this panel right here so your screen can look like everyone else's. Wonderful. All right, so everybody do the save dance. If you did anything up until this point, you want to make sure that you saved it. All right. So the next step is bringing in the layer mask. Coach Ann, you ready to take them through that step?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, so for the layer mask, we're going to go into your folder.
We're going to go file, place embedded.
Yes, 1 second. Got my marker back. Okay. File, place embedded, and we're going to, I cannot see all of your icons, so we're going to install.
It's going to be the one that says Innate Lab background, just to give you a tip.
Okay. Innate Lab background. And then we're going to hit place. Awesome. So now that you have that in there, we're going to go ahead, slow down a little bit, but yes, we are going to expand that. So yes, you're going to, the best way to keep the aspect ratio for this is to click the little dot right in the center of the screen, and you could pull that up and fill up the entire white space on your screen. You can make it a little bit bigger if you want so that you can reposition it to show the area of the image that you would like to see.
So let's just all pull it to where the top of the image meets up here, the bottom of the image meets up down here, just to practice that. So let's everybody just pull the center point up to this point and pull the center point at the bottom down to this point. That way it stays centered. And let me move my marker off your screen. There you go.
Awesome.
Make sure you grab that middle one and pull it all the way up.
Right, pull that up some more.
I can't see it. That's the problem. I'm just trying to get the screen
Okay.
part. Yeah,
You may
moved
have
out of
to-
my
you may
way
have
so I
to-
can see it now.
Yeah, I also say you may have to move your Zoom functions out the way.
Mhm.
I'm trying to figure out how to move it without exiting out. Let's see.
You can move it on the very, very left-hand side of the Zoom panel. If you touch just that left edge, you can pick up the whole Zoom panel and move it.
Okay, there we
Mhm.
go. There we go.
There you go. That is awesome. So another thing we're gonna do really quick, we're gonna grab this layer and we're gonna move that up. You should see a little blue bar.
Let's also, and just in case people don't know, they have to press enter to lock in their transformation. April may already know
Yes.
that. Or they have to hit that check mark at the top of the screen to lock in the transformation once they resized it.
Absolutely.
So if you still see an X on your screen when you resized it, let us know, and that way we can show you what to do from there. So if you see an X on top of your picture right now, go ahead and give us a 3 in the chat. If you got it, you could have just hit enter to lock in your transformation, or there was a little check mark that would be right about here on your screen. If you hit that check mark, it'll lock in your transformation. Nina, go ahead and share your screen.
And once you share your screen, go ahead and unmute your mic, please. Tanina, can you hear us okay? Because we are unable to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now.
Okay.
Awesome, but we're not seeing, I'm not seeing your screen though. So in the bottom of your screen, there should be a green button once you drag your mouse down there. If you can hit that screen share.
Okay.
There may have been a second window that popped up, so just keep an eye out for that. And you would have to hit the share button once again.
Okay.
Are you able to find that window that popped up?
Yep, got it.
Awesome. Oh,
Okay.
you got a whole lot going on over here. Okay, so you are working from a whole nother place. So you're gonna throw us off just a little bit. We have to have it to where we're keeping up with the steps so that we do not confuse anyone. Okay. All right, so what we're gonna do with yours is we're gonna go ahead and start a new one really quick. Okay, so we're gonna do file and go ahead and save this file so you can have it for later. But we're gonna
Let's see.
yes, we're gonna do the save dance on that one.
Place. This okay. So do I say don't place here now?
Is this a Mac or a PC?
This is a Mac.
Oh, that is why I do not recognize that pop-up. Mac users, can someone bail me out real quick?
You do want to go ahead and place. So, oh, wait a minute. Yeah, you can hit cancel because this is the entire wrong file to be in. Hit cancel. Just go ahead and close out of this complete file here.
Okay.
Yeah, just close it. If it asks to save changes, hit just hit cancel. Oh, I'm sorry, hit don't place, because it's basically going to keep bugging you about placing it until just hit don't place. Okay. Let's go. Did you make a fresh file and save that?
Is this one here the PSD?
No. Did you remember when we made a fresh new file? Did you just get in class, or were you here at 11?
Okay, so first of all, I'm in Budapest. I don't know what time y'all actually started because I didn't see the notification, so I had to like redo it all over again. And then you guys were already in the middle of class.
Right. So what you'll have to do, you'll have to watch the recording, because what we did, we're designing from scratch. We're not designing from the template. So if you want to hang out, you absolutely can. But we started from a fresh document, and then we're pulling everything in, and we're building this image from scratch. So if you hold tight, then you may be able to do the part.
So I opened the wrong. Well, I started the same way when you was doing the save dance and everything.
Okay. So let's go to file. Let's go to file, and let's go to open recent. And B001 class. Yep, that should be it.
So that's the wrong one?
Yeah, it wasn't done right in the first place. So we're a little too far along to start over. So if you would just, kind of hang out with us, and then you'll see exactly how to build this. You may even be able to catch up.
Okay.
with you doing a file new document, but I won't expect you to if you're already behind.
Okay.
So, yep, so you can go to print, go up there to print. And I'll give you a hint how you can go ahead and get started. There, resolution should be 150.
Yep, I did that. I don't know what I did wrong when
I
it
think,
said-
I don't know when you did the save as, what happened either, but let's just go ahead and create that. Let's do file save as right now. And because you already have a file called B001, we're going to go B001 class and then put a 2 at the end. And then make sure you put on your computer. Don't hit save yet. Put on your computer. Okay, don't show again.
Oh,
It's fine. You can go ahead and hit save. All right, now we won't be able to pull everything else in like we just did, but I'm sure you know how to do file, place, embedded. Pull the
Yes.
image of the girl in and then do file, place, embedded, pull the image of the background in, and you should be good to go. And while we're working on the next screen, you can kind of be getting caught up if you can get caught up
Okay.
with that, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. All right, so if you are ready to move on to the next step, go ahead and give us a 1. Give us a 1. All right, Marquetta, go ahead and share your screen, love.
Okay.
Welcome back.
All right, awesome. Everything looks good. What do you think, Coach Ann?
I think it looks great. It's a great layout.
Okay, so the next step is going to be, and you can walk them through this. We're going to do the same thing to do file, place, embedded. And we are going to place the layer mask next, which is what we should have been doing the last time. But, you know, I kind of told you the wrong file, so we just rolled with it. All right, so, and you want to take this over. We're doing file, place, embedded, and the layer mask.
All right, so let me get my marker together. All right, let's go up to your file tab. I cannot see, oh, your file tab is hidden for some reason. Place embedded. And we are going to, what was the proper file name?
Scroll down just a little bit. I'm pretty sure it is the grunge mask, the one that doesn't say DTF.
All right, so we're gonna hit the Innate Lab regular grunge. So I'm having trouble seeing my regular screen for some reason today. Everything seems extra small. All right, go ahead and select place. Awesome. Did everyone, if you have not imported it and caught up with this step, go ahead and give me a 2. But before we do that, we'll lock in your imported file by either hitting that check mark at the very top or enter. All right, let me draw this right here. Your check mark would be up there, or you could select enter. So if you have not caught up to this step, please give me a 2 in the chat. If not, we're going to continue on.
And everybody do the save dance. Every time we make a change in the file, let's get used to doing the save dance, because the save dance will save you one day. Okay, looks like Bonita needs some help here.
All right, Miss Benita, can I get you to go ahead and share once again and mute your mic? I mean, unmute your mic. And let me know exactly what you need help with.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, what I need help with was with the last step where we did the place embedded, and you had us to bring in the background and hit enter.
Mhm.
Hey, Bonita,
And-
if we can't see your screen, love, you have to show your screen so we can help you first.
Oh, okay.
It's okay, we got you. Just go ahead and share your screen. And then most times we can see exactly what's wrong, and then we can get you right on track.
what I'm trying to do is get this, oh, wait a minute, I know what I gotta do. Go back to this right here. Go to Zoom. I gotta reduce my screen because my screen is so big, I can't, let's see.
if you're doing like you have the really, really wide screen and you're doing a half and half, just keep it half and half. And then that way you won't have to keep switching between the Zoom and the Photoshop.
Mhm. I can't get it to reduce. But what I did was I embedded it and I got the background on the front of the girl.
Okay, so you're not able to share your screen?
I can't seem to
The Zoom functions.
Uh-huh.
Because if you're not able to share the screen, unfortunately, we can't help you through the process. You have to watch the video because it's very difficult for us to evaluate or, you know, to diagnose the issue if we don't see it. So see if you can hit the green share screen button at the bottom. It should be on the bottom or the very top of your Zoom window. Might be the bottom or the top. There's a green share screen button. After you hit that green share screen button, let me know what you see next.
Okay, I can see you just explain. And I can see my Photoshop, but I can't, the screen is too big for me to get it in.
Okay, so you hit the green share screen button and then what pops up next?
Okay, wait a minute, share screen. I'm back to it. Somehow I got it back from your site. Okay.
There we go. Now we can see it.
Okay, now let's see. I got to get this out the way.
Okay, so do
And-
Control 0. Control 0 is going to allow you to zoom into your screen right now. Go ahead and hit enter to lock in your transformation. So anytime we are like zoomed out or zoomed in or moved over too far, Control 0 will put things right back in your perspective so you can see again. Okay, and that's for everybody.
Hit Control 0.
Yep, Control 0 is just what you did to zoom into the extents of the artboard. Control plus is to zoom in and Control minus is to zoom out. Okay.
Okay.
So Coach Ann, I know you know what to do at this point. What you need to do? Well, first you got to lock in your transformation. She circled that up there for you. Okay. Okay, you got it. You got it, Coach Ann.
All right. And once again, everything is moving around on my screen. So once you have that set up, we're going to go ahead and we're going to drag your Innate Lab background tab. We're going to drag that below your photo. So we're over here in the
Over
layers.
here in the layers. Wait,
Right.
wait. Hit cancel.
Awesome.
There you go.
Come over to layers.
Come over to layers. You're going to grab this layer and you're going to bring it below your photo. So just below the Kid 6 layer. Awesome.
Okay. I see what I did.
Yes.
And now
So
now you have to do your place your layer mask next, Coach Ann.
So we're going to go back into File. I'm going to place embedded. And once you place embedded, we're going to scroll down a little bit so we can see your files, your layers. Can you scroll down?
Over here for my layers.
Yes. No. We are on the folder that just opened up.
Oh, the folder.
You're going to scroll down a little bit because we need, basically we're going to select this file, but the name of it is Innate Lab Grunge.
On the right hand side. Yeah.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Select this.
There we go, because we do not want the one for DTF, so we're going to select this one right here, and we're going to go ahead and hit place.
And now hit enter.
Hit enter or the check mark above at the tab to lock that in.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit enter. And now I need to save. Now I need to save.
Go ahead and do the save dance.
Oh, God.
So file and save, because you should have already done your save as. So you're good to go.
Okay, thanks. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. Is everyone caught up so far? All right, we're going to get someone else to do a screen share for me. Rashay, are you able to do a screen share for our next step? Awesome. So thank you. Go ahead and unmute your mic. So one of the things we're going to do with this grunge layer is we're going to stretch that out just a little bit. So we're going to use those tabs once again to increase that size a little bit more. because what we want to do is make sure that our photo that's behind it.
Hey, Ann, we're not gonna stretch that out. And the reason why, and I think this is a perfect opportunity to talk about that. Go ahead and hit escape. If you hit escape, it'll take you back. When you see these grunge masks, the reason why you have the extents, it looks like it's clear outside of there, but there are these little droplets of stuff. If you stretch it out past the extent of the artboard, it'll give you hard lines and cut that off. So if you're going to use a grungy kind of artsy mask like this, you have to make your artwork work within the mask. So in this case, what you want to do is just drag the layer mask, drag that layer mask on the layers right here, drag it underneath the background and drop it. Okay. Now, what this is going to do is going to make sure that the way that we have the grunge mask in here now, it is not going to spill outside of our page. If it spills outside of our page, we risk getting hard lines and cutting it off. So what we want to do now is we want to right click on this layer where the layer name is, yep, in the gray area. And then we want to create a clipping mask. Yep. Okay. Now at this point in time, if let's say that you want to see more of the background, then at this point in time, you could actually take your background and move it up and down with your move tool. So your move tool selected, and then you can choose what is shown in the background, but you want to keep the layer mask locked in. So whenever we bring the layer mask in, it's naturally going to lock to the extents of our page. And then we're just going to adjust the background image for what we want to see in that space. So at this point in time, you could make it, you could push it up, push it down, push it left to the right, whatever you want to see the image there. Now, of course, you can resize your little girl too if you want to see more of the background. But for right now, I would suggest that you leave her that size and then decide once you put your words on there if you want to change up her size. Okay, so go ahead and hit enter to lock in your transformation or that check mark there. And then, Anne, I'm sure you're going to have some people that kind of missed that step just there.
Okay.
Okay. So anyone that needs help, go ahead and give us a 2 in the chat right now. All right. And Tina, Coach Ann's got you.
All right, Tina, let's go ahead and do a screen share. And unmute your mic also, your microphone. Awesome. So you're all caught up. We have your grunge layer mask and all your files. So what we're going to do now, you already have everything in order. So we are going to click on the, let me get my marker. We're going to click on the background tab. And then you're going to right click on that. And we're going to go down to create a clip-in mask. Awesome.
All right. So the reason why I didn't clip is because this image was resized here. Oh, it did clip. Okay, my bad. It was delayed on my side. Okay, good.
I thought so too until I saw the screen.
Right, and then I see like a block here. I don't see the actual mask. I was like, okay, wait a minute. Okay, but yep, it looks good. Perfect.
Awesome. So if everybody's caught up, we're going to get ready to fade this image off. But once again, you could always resize the little girl's photo, excuse me, as needed. So yes, good opportunity to do a save dance. And I can hear some echo in the background, and we're going to get ready to fade. So we also have Deja. Okay, we're going to switch over to Deja and share your screen so that we can get you caught up.
Hey, Coach Ann, we need you to unmute yourself. There was quite a few people muted. Okay, I was gonna say I had to mute everybody because we had quite a few people unmuted, and then I think it muted you too.
It did. It got me. All right, so let's go ahead and increase the size of your screen. This is Deja's screen that we are sharing. This is really interesting that these grunge masks are showing up just like solid black. Okay, where's your Photoshop screen?
Can you see it?
I can see the folder for your Innate Lab, but I do not see your Photoshop. So if you drag it over to that screen,
There you go. Can you see it now?
I can. Go ahead and enlarge that. Wonderful. Okay, so I see that we had a little the layers are out of order. So that's what's going on with yours. So one of the things we could do file, and you could go to edit and undo that layer order. That is one of the ways, but there is another way, right? We're gonna undo that.
I need to go to undo create clipping mask.
Yes, ma'am. Undo create clipping mask. I'm sorry, my marker is off. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do, it's good. It's good. We don't need to click anything else. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna move this background layer in between your photo and the grunge layer. Okay, awesome. So now you're gonna right click on the background layer and create a clipping mask.
Okay,
Awesome.
thank you.
You are welcome.
Okay, and if y'all, just for the flow of things, if nobody else needs help, then just keep your screen up and then we can continue helping you on your screen until somebody needs help.
Oh, I'll take it off now.
That's okay. All right,
get some
anyone
extra
else need help right now before we move on? We're good. Okay, Deja, you're a rock star. Keep it going.
Yes, so now we're gonna go ahead and fade your image off so that we can get rid of some of these hard lines. So I'm gonna walk you through that. The first thing we're going to do, we're gonna click on your Innate Lab Kid layer. All right, that's the layer we're gonna be working on. Okay, and then you're gonna go over here to this dotted rectangular, it's your selection tool. We're gonna click on that. And then you're gonna draw a box around, oh, I'm sorry, disregard that. I was about to remove a background. That was a bonus step from last week. So disregard that. We're gonna select your move tool real quick. And I'm gonna clear this off. So we are going to use the masking feature to change this photo up a little bit. So we're gonna select your brushes real quick. So go over to your brush tab. And we're also gonna hit this little drop-down menu right here, up at your top left. So once you do that, we are also gonna select your brush. So what we want is your general brushes. And we're gonna select a soft round brush. It is actually this brush, but I see your menu is a little bit different than mine. But that is your soft tool. Now, for anyone else who sees that a little bit different, normally there's a name attached with it, but that is your soft round brush. Okay. The other thing we can do, we could adjust the size, but we'll do that based on how much we're trying to remove from the photo. Okay. So you're gonna click off of that. Okay. So we're gonna go over here to your tab. And we are going to create a clipping mask for that. Oh, sorry, wrong step. This that is not what we're doing. We're undoing that. We're gonna do a layer mask. So this, I'm actually coloring towards the bottom of your screen. It is down towards your effects. Awesome. Because that's the layer that we're gonna need to be on in order to make the changes that we need to make. So once again, for everyone else, you're going to click on that tab and you would select this little rectangle at the bottom with the little hole in the middle and create a clipping mask. So the other thing that we're going to do, we're going to go down here to your black and white boxes, right? And those are the tools that we're going to use. So what we want to do, if you do not see black and white in this box, in this area, you can click on the smaller icons in the left corner. And that will reset it. Yours is already set to black and white, so we're fine. So we're going to be painting, so white will reveal. So we want to make sure that your black is up top. So these tools are actually called your background and foreground tools, right? You want to make sure that you're on this layer And what we're gonna do is we could scroll down just a little bit so you can have more work room on your screen. And you're gonna do some swiping action. We're not going to get close to the bottom of the image. You do not want to start there. You want to start slightly below it. You can see the size of your brush is a little small. So we're gonna actually go up and change the size of your brush. And we're gonna make that 400. So what you could do is actually type in 400. Awesome. So now we're going to do a swiping action, kind of like a painting action, like a spray paint below the image. And you're just going to swipe a little bit. It may seem like there's not much going on initially, but it will start to fade things off. And you can start to see her images starting to fade off, right? So you don't want to go just straight across. You want to do it, at an angle, right? That way it doesn't go straight across. Awesome. So that is looking pretty good. So we'll show everybody how this actually looks really quick. We're going to turn off this eyeball so you could get a better idea of how that fade off really looks, right? You can see she's got a nice fade off. I don't see any hard lines. So she did a really good job. We're going to continue on. Rashay, if you can share your screen, we'll go ahead and help you. And thank you, Miss Deja, you did an awesome job on that fade off.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay, so I cannot see the bottom of your screen. So I'm going to just talk you through it. I think we can see a little corner down here. So you have your black and white boxes are checked, but on your larger boxes that are just below that, you want to make sure that your black square is on top of the white square. And you can unmute your mic, Rashay.
So how do I change? Do I click this to change the order or?
Yes. You click that little switcheroo, as Shannon calls it, a little switcheroo button. So is your black icon on top now?
No, it's not doing anything.
It's not doing anything. Let's go back over. Oh, wait, you're on the wrong tool. That is why. If you cannot do any options on your computer, chances are you do not have the right tool. So go back up and select your 4-way tool. All right, so now go back down and try that again. So we're going to use the switcheroo. We're going to place your black icon on top. Did it work? Because I'm unable to see the bottom of your screen. It should have changed at that point.
No, it's white is still on top.
Okay, let's try it again. We're going to select your brush tool. And let's try it one more time. If not, let's click on the smaller icons in the left corner. Let's try those. We're going to try the really tiny black and white ones. Okay, and then we're going to do the switcheroo button. Any luck?
No, is there any way I can make it larger or?
It looks like it's doing it possibly on the character because I can see it changing from white to black. It just may not be previewing it. So what I would do is I would go ahead. It looks like it is black right now, even though it's not previewing. It might be a glitch. So see if you paint on the layer mask right now, if black is, well, you're going to paint on the artboard, but make sure you have the layer mask selected.
Yep. So one of the things, hold on, wait 1 second. What we're going to do is we're going to go up here to this little drop down and we're going to change your size of your brush. We're going to make that 400. And then we're going to click off of that, scroll down a little bit so we can see the bottom of your screen so that you can have more working room to swipe at the bottom of this photo.
My Zoom toolbar is here. How do I move the toolbar?
It's all right. Just use Control minus, hold down Control and hit minus. Okay. And then we could just do that swiping action around the edges. Now see how close you are to the photo, so it's taking off a bigger chunk. So if you did not intend to remove that much, what we can do is we could go down and hit that little switcheroo button and we could bring back some of that image. All right, so we're gonna, it did change.
Okay.
One more time. All right, So we'll go ahead and we'll swipe a little bit more, in case you want to bring back some of that. So for anyone that took off a little too much off of their photo, what you can do is you can go back and you can swipe at it, and the white, once you switch it, white will reveal anything that you faded off that you didn't mean to.
So when you're coming in with white, you want to come in from the top because you're adding back to it. When you go in with the black, you want to come from the bottom up. So Coach Ann is exactly right, but what you were doing, you were adding it in from the bottom. So go ahead, just color all over that and bring it completely back. And you're
Yes.
seeing the preview over here showing you the white versus the black.
Okay.
So bring it back and then grab your black by hitting your switcheroo and then try that again. But do like Coach said, and kind of come down lower and then work your way up.
And you can release your mouse in between so that if you needed to go back one step, you wouldn't have to start completely from the top. Okay. Just a little tip. So if that fade off is good enough, but keep your tool a little bit lower below your image, because I think you're taking off some nice big chunks. Unless you intend to do that, then continue. But that is how you would fade your image. So does anyone else need help fading off their image before we move on to the next step?
My black is
Not
it's
sure
kinda
who's
hard.
speaking. Just give me a number in the chat. That way I can have an idea of who is going next, and I can have you do your screen share and have you unmute at that time. All right, well, go ahead. Whoever was just speaking, if you still need help. Rashay, thank you. So Taninia, I could be wrong. I'm sorry if I jacked up your name. But you can tell me how to pronounce it once you unmute your microphone and go ahead and share your screen. Miss
Okay.
Bernita will be with you shortly. If you still need help after I'm done with Taninia, we'll go ahead and do yours next.
Okay. So I don't know what I did with my stuff. There you go.
There you go. So we are all set. So what we're going to do now, we're going to fade off your image once again. So we're going to make sure that your screen is a little bit small. So just bear with me. We are going to select your layer mask option. That's good. That's good. So I need you to look over to your right side under your layers, right? We're going to select this white layer. That's the layer that you will need to do that. And now you can scroll down a little bit on your photo, scroll down a little bit on your screen. Wonderful. And I cannot see a brush size. I think it's 400, so we should be good.
Yeah, so is that where it's supposed to be 400 right there?
Yes, it should be on 400.
The layer mask is not selected. The image itself is selected, but I want you to see something. See how it has a cross out mark right now where you can't do anything with it, with the brush?
Yes, I see that, the cross.
Okay. It's because you don't have the layer mask selected, you have the image selected. So some of you probably had this issue, and if you go try to paintbrush on top of a smart object or your image, it'll give you an error telling you need to rasterize. If you ever see a rasterize error, you did something wrong and you want to go back. Okay.
Okay. So where do I need to go back to?
You see my pink marker? You need to select this layer right here.
Like, so
if you're unable to select it, go ahead and select your 4-way tool real quick.
Okay.
All right. So go, all right, awesome. So now come over here and select that blank looking sheet of paper, right? And yours is not selecting.
Okay, so let's do that. Can I delete it or something?
Oh, one second. So we're going to right click on this layer mask, and we're going to delete that layer mask.
Okay.
Awesome. All right, so now we're going to try it again. We're going to click on that layer, and we're going to go back down, and let me grab my marker, and you're going to select again. Yeah. Awesome. So now that layer is highlighted. So you're going to come over here to your paintbrush tool. right? And now you can go over
Okay.
and work on your photo and do those swiping actions. Actually, 1 second, we missed one step. So make sure you go ahead down here to your boxes and use your little switcheroo arrows and make sure that the black one is at the top. And if your black is kind of harsh, yep. So 1 second, we're gonna go up to your brush size, your drop-down menu. I'm unable to see all the way up there. So I'm just gonna answer a quick question for if you're saying your black is very harsh, your hardness should be on 0%. And yours is good right now, Taninia, so you don't need to change anything.
Oh, that's
Okay.
good.
Awesome.
Okay, so this should just soften it up. Oh my goodness. Now I feel like
Yes.
I'm cooking with gas.
So that is how you soften that up. And I also see, and thanks for the help out in there in the chat. I noticed that your background
Yes.
was not sized. You only have a piece of your background showing.
I could not figure out how to move.
It's all right. I'm gonna get you set up. So since are you done fading that off?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and select your 4-way tool really quick. And we're gonna be working over in your layers tab. Again, we're gonna rearrange a couple things, right? So you have the little girl at your very top. And so what we're gonna do, we're gonna right click on, actually before we do that, click on your background tab.
Right click or left click?
Just click, just our regular left click. Okay. I cannot see your screen.
Let's see, can I move it over so you
Can you move
see?
up your screen a little bit? No, we are going to, what we're gonna do for yours a little bit to make this a little bit faster, we're gonna turn off your eyeball real quick.
Okay.
All right, so we wanna click on your background layer.
Okay.
You guys, pardon me, I'm not sure who's ringing my doorbell. But Miss Shannon, can you assist me really quick?
Yep, I got you. I got you.
Okay, thank
All right,
you.
another thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can make these icons a little bit bigger. Come up here to your hamburger menu. I know you
Okay.
probably have one of those super big screens.
No, I
Let's go
don't.
down. Let's go to panel options. Let's see if we can make this a little bit better for you. You're gonna thank me after
Okay.
this. Okay, let's
Okay.
make this bigger. Let's choose the third option here.
Okay.
Let's go to layer bounds for this option, then take off these 3 check marks.
Okay.
Then hit okay.
All right.
You're gonna love this. Okay. Now the other thing is, your layers are, your workspace is not quite set up the right way.
No.
So just to let you know, like you in here right now, but you ain't supposed to be in here if the workspace ain't right. So let me help you real quick. Take your history.
Okay.
The reason why this is important is because, especially as a newbie, you don't want to get turned around and confused because you don't know where to click on something. Take your history tab, drag it right behind your layers.
Behind layer.
Right here. Put it right
Oh, okay.
between layers and channels there. Okay, let it go. Just let it go in that box. And then you're gonna have to move it. So take history and then put it behind the layers. So pick up the tab and then put it, yep, you perfect right there.
Okay.
Go ahead and you can right click and close the paths. Right click, close those channels. Okay, and then you're supposed to see some swatches. Your swatches should be down here with your properties. So take your swatches, pull them down there with the properties.
Swatches. Okay.
Yep, you see I circled it right here at the top. Swatches. Pull it down there with your properties.
Okay.
Let it go. Your color. Actually, you know what? Your whole workspace is not correct. We're gonna do this one time because I want you came this far. You're almost done. But I'm just letting you know, if the workspace isn't right, you won't be able to come to the live classes, and I want you to be able to take advantage. So let's do this real quick. Let's go to window.
Okay.
Window. Workspace. Let's go to graphic and web. Graphic and web. Okay. And then we're going to go back to window and we're going to reset graphic and web. Go to reset graphic and web. Y'all forgive me. I was over here eating. I was munching on my apple. All right. So go ahead and extend this right here with these little 2 arrows at the top. Okay. And same thing, you're going to take your layers now, just like we did before, take your layers and bring them up here where your history is and drop it right on, yep, on that box. Cool. And then go ahead and bring your layers between your history and your colors. So take that, bring it right there.
My history.
We'll take the layers. You're going to have to take
Okay.
and bring layers to the front. It's hard to bring layers to the front. So that's why I was telling you to put it behind history and then switch it. Now take history, put it behind layers.
Okay.
Now take your swatches, bring your swatches down here behind properties. Just put it in, yep. And then right click, close out layer comps.
Okay, let me layer comps close.
Close that one. Right click, close out libraries. Okay, and then you're going to come down here to your dot right here on the left hand side.
Let me move this Zoom stuff over. Oh, okay. Dot. Okay, got you.
Okay. And right click on that where that dot was, go to edit toolbar. Go to restore defaults. Hit done. Then I want you to go back up to window and we're going to save this. Let's go to window. And then we're going to go to workspace, save, or actually it says new workspace. Yeah, workspace, new workspace.
Workspace, new.
New, right there. Do you see?
Okay.
Yep, you got it. I want you to type in your first name there.
Oh.
Type in your first name and then check off these 3 boxes. And then after that, go ahead and hit save.
Okay.
All right, so now this is going to save this workspace. So anytime something looks crazy and doesn't look like how we're doing, just go up to window and then go to workspace and then you'll just reset to Nina. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now, so you got that part set up now. We're gonna fix this. So do me a favor and just close this down just a little bit here.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect right there. Is good. I want you to do Control-0, or if you're on a Mac, it's going to be Command-0. It's going to zoom us into the artboard. Perfect.
All right.
All right. So now what we're going to do is select right here on this background image. Okay. I'll just call it the lab image because it's kind of confusing because that's called the background too, which is what may have confused people before. All right. So we got our lab image, right? Once we click on it, you have an option. Make sure that you're on your move tool because right now we're on a selection tool. Move tool is right up here at the top. Perfect. I want you to make sure, everybody make sure show transform controls is on and auto select is off. So if you ever wonder why you thought you was clicking on something and Photoshop made up its own mind, that's why auto select is the devil. All right. Unless you're working on a pattern, you're working on a pattern, you're moving around polka dots and little pieces is helpful. Other than that, it's the devil. All right, so we're going to take this little node right here and we're going to drag it all the way up to the top of the page. And if you have the show transform controls on, then you'll be able to do this with ease. Okay. Same thing down here. You're going to pull that one all the way down to the bottom of the page. Okay. And then you can hit enter to lock in your transformation. Okay. Now you can right click on this layer and clip it, create a clipping mask. And it will clip down to that background. Now you can turn on your little girl, the eyeball for your little girl again. You cooking with hot grease. Let's go. All right,
man, I want some fried fish now. Okay.
I know, right?
Thank you.
All right. Y'all are doing an amazing job. I hope y'all know this is stuff that takes people years sometimes to figure out. Matter of fact, there are people that have been designing in Photoshop for years and graphics don't look as good as yours are going to look by the end of class today. So congratulations. Y'all keep at it. Okay. Y'all doing a great job.
Okay. Thank you.
Coach Ann, you need me or are you good now?
I'm gonna take over the baton at this point.
Hey, let's go.
I appreciate y'all hanging in there with us today. So the next thing we're going to do, now that we have that all caught up, we are going to add some font, right? So in order to add font, we're going to select on our text icon right here over in your toolbar. All right, so go ahead and click on a blank space on your screen. Awesome. So since we can see your font, we're good. But for anyone else who needed to, if you need to increase the size of your font at the very top, you would be able to do that with the drop-down menu if it's too small for you to see. And I am unable, I have to follow along on my screen because I am having trouble reading the information on yours. So the other thing that we're going to do.
Okay, good. I was gonna say, if somebody else wants to do it, they can.
Oh, yes, and you could go ahead and hit this, do the save dance. And does anyone need
Hold on a
help?
second, Coach Ann. Let's see what's going on with your screen. When you go to your view, tell me what your view says. Does it say standard, side by side, full screen, or what does it say?
I'm on standard.
Go to full screen.
Yes, my eyeballs are a little off today I woke up with a migraine today, so it's just me.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say, when I have it on standard, I see the chat on the side and it takes up a whole bunch of the window. But when I go to full screen, I only see the Photoshop and it makes it much bigger.
It's that little YouTube and the recording button at the top. They're kind of hiding my icons a little bit.
Okay, on the top right side, you should see a little small view button.
Mm-hmm.
When you click on that, what does it say? What does it say your view is?
I'm on full screen. I'm on the full screen mode.
Okay,
It's
it is
just
on
that-
full screen. Okay.
Right. It's just that the record button, they're hiding over a portion of my viewing screen.
Got you.
Okay.
And then I know
Okay.
every time somebody shares a screen, your Zoom tools pop right back up dead in the middle of your face. So you know.
Yeah. Those ones I think I've caught up with them for now.
Okay,
All
good
right.
job.
All right, so we're going to continue on, everyone. We're going to install the font. So the name of the font that we're actually using today is the one that we downloaded, right? And I think that was the Monster. What was the name of that font again, Dr. Shannon? I don't see it.
Let's see. I'll find it real quick.
It is called, Master of Comics.
Master of Comics.
Master of Comics. We want to hit that drop down and we're going to select Master of Comics. I was looking for ML. And I do not see your font
actually,
installed.
if you come right here to character, if you start typing in MAS, which you'll start looking for, if you don't see it, it's because it's not installed.
Okay.
Start typing in Master MAS, and then
So I'm gonna dip out and have somebody that did all that.
Okay. So now, Taninia, you can actually go ahead and install that font because I saw it in your folder. You just need to install it.
It's there.
Okay. So somebody that has the font, go ahead and give us a 4 in the chat.
So you guys just got 2 different locations on how to change your font while setting up your Photoshop. Let me see. Everyone, we have a 4. We have Deja. If I could get you to go ahead and share your screen. Actually, I'm sorry. Okay, we'll go ahead with Deja, and we're going to go back to Miss Bernita right after that. So Miss Deja, can you go ahead and share your screen and unmute your microphone, please? Deja, are you with me? I cannot hear you if you are attempting to speak.
I'm here.
And Miss April, if you want to know what that step was, we are adding fonts in. Okay, all right. So to change your font, the only thing we need to do, you could double click. Sorry, if you click in the little text box, it will light up. It will go ahead and double click. All right, so now that your text, notice that it changed over here. So you could actually come over here and start typing your font that you would like to use. And for today, we are using Happy Easter. So if everyone can go ahead and type in Happy Easter, and we'll adjust the colors as needed. All right, and you can hit enter or your check mark right here to lock that font in. Okay, so
we don't hit enter on a font because it'll put an enter,
second
it'll put a line.
Yes, absolutely. Good catch.
And then also let's just type one word for the top. So just type in happy. We're going to show you how to, when you do all the hard work to make the text look real pretty, we're going to show you how to duplicate it and do your second line of text so that you don't have to do all the work over again. We're going to show you how to work super smart and you're going to enjoy this because this is something Canva won't be able to do. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
And
Happy
what
is
we're,
good.
and what we're gonna do really quick, go ahead and hit your check mark, sorry, hit your check mark to lock that in up at the top.
Okay, I can't see it. How do I move the okay, hold on.
And if you don't see the check mark, you can always just select the move tool, default back to your move tool, and it will also take you out of your text editing mode if that zoom function is over your check mark. Just go to the move tool and it'll do the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, so what we're also gonna do is I see you have a separate text layer. We're gonna right click on that one. And we are going to delete this layer. Now be careful in here because you have your duplicate layer and your delete layer right next to each other. So please ensure that you're checking the correct box. All right, does anyone else? Okay, we have the font. Okay, I'm checking in with April. So thank you, ma'am. We have one font already installed. I'm going to check in with April. If you could go ahead and share your screen and unmute your microphone, we'll continue. We'll refresh ourselves on the last step. So April, are you saying that you do not have the font at all? Okay, you have the font, but you do not have it showing up, okay? Okay, I see Master of Comics.
Looks like she just needs to tap on the artboard to start typing.
Can you show your Photoshop screen, please? It was there a second ago.
You don't see it?
April, are you there?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
here.
seeing some beautiful umbrellas on your screen, but I am not seeing your Photoshop.
Let's see. It said share. Let's see, new share.
Let's stop the screen share, and April, go ahead and reshare your screen and just make sure that you're sharing the entire screen.
Do you
There
see it
we go.
now?
That's it. That's perfect.
Okay. Okay, now is it there?
Yes, I
Yep.
do. I see Master of Comics. I do see your font. Let me get my marker. I
This
do
is
see
my
your
way.
font over here.
Let's see it. Let's get this.
But okay, got it.
Okay, I see it now. I'm sorry. I just had to tap on the page.
That's it. So double click. Oops. I'm over here messing up my own screen. Sometimes I've got to laugh at myself. So if you double click into this text box, you'll be, actually it's already white, so you should be able to change it and type in the word happy.
Now, see, now it messed up.
Double click. It'll turn white. Are you there? Okay.
There it is, yeah.
Right. So you could delete that out and type the word happy.
Oh. Okay.
Awesome. And you're going to hit the check mark at the top of your screen to lock that in.
Okay.
So you are all caught up. I'm going to check the chat really quick and see. There was one other person who needed some help. Tina, can you go ahead and share
And
your screen?
everybody, after you type in the word happy, make sure you select your move tool next so you can get out of the text editing tool. Otherwise, you'll stay stuck in text editing mode and you'll be confused. So a good rule of thumb, every time you type a piece of text by default, go ahead and click on your move tool, perfect, because that will definitely get you out of the text editing mode.
All right, Tina. So we have you sharing. Have you unmuted your microphone?
I have. How do you change the font?
I have you echoing in the background.
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
I'm muting a couple people just in case it's other interference, but it could be
A secondary device.
okay. Yeah, it could be. Okay.
Okay, so to change your font, you can select right over here on the right side, under the character tab. You can see my pink marker on the top right of your screen. Hit the drop down box. Awesome. So you can also start typing the name of that font, which is
Master.
the Master
Mhm.
So start typing the word MASTER. Awesome, and there it is. So you're gonna click on it. And
For it to show up, you would have had to have double clicked on the T so that it has selected everything. Yep, double click on that T and then try that same step over again. So go change your font just like you did before. Nope, you want to double click on the T so it selects all the stuff. Okay, then go where the font name is. We're gonna change it now and it should automatically say change it. So start typing in master. Yep, there you go.
it's at the very top.
Perfect.
And also just a quick rule of thumb, if you've already selected that font before, most of the times, once you hit the little font drop down, can you press that for me real quick? Once you're done typing your word happy, you're good, lock in your font. Press your check mark to lock in your font. Awesome. Don't mean to confuse anyone, but if you press this drop down for the font names, in the future, once you use a font, it should be within your top 3 or so fonts that are listed under the font list. All right.
Okay, let me help out just a little bit right here because I see Tina has the all caps turned on. So that's this feature right here. Go ahead and turn that off, Tina. Okay.
Right.
No, just regular click on it. That's a feature if you want to see what, when you type, if you want to see what it looks like in all caps without having to type in all caps, that's a really cool feature in Photoshop. Now, it looks like you should be able to click on it. It should uncapitalize your, okay, perfect. The other thing was you hit enter when you finished, so it brought you down another line. So I want you to double click on your T here, and we're going to get rid of that extra line because it's going to hurt you later on. Go ahead and double click on your T. Okay, now I want you to go put your cursor right behind happy. Just click on your artboard, put your cursor right there. Just click one time there. Just click here.
Double right click.
Nope,
Or,
just regular old click, just regular click.
okay, it's not doing anything.
Okay, well click where the P is. Okay, now take your arrow and go to the right so you can be behind the happy. Just use your arrow on your keyboard and use the arrow again to go to the right one more time. Keep going. And go down. I want you to hit the down arrow. Okay, so now I want you to backspace because you have some extra space in there and I think it went down a line. Go ahead and backspace again and it should delete that Y. Okay, now replace your Y, then you know you don't have any extra space. Y'all, if you have extra space at the end of your word, or if you hit enter and you put down an indentation space down at the bottom, it will not center your text appropriately and you'll be wondering why it says it's centered, but it looks all janky. So this will keep it nice and tight and clean. Okay, so now that you're done with that, go ahead and hit your move tool at the top here so you can get out of your text mode. And perfect, you're good to go. All right, that's it. Okay. All right, and you are good to go. I was just making sure because I saw that and I didn't want it to mess her up later. So I figured we'd go ahead and handle it now.
Awesome. So the other thing we're going to do, are we going to duplicate the font or are we going to do something else?
We're going to apply the layer effect first and then we'll duplicate it after it's already pretty.
Okay, so we're going to go down to the bottom of your screen while we're on your, ensure that your font layer is selected. So once that is selected, we're going to go down to the effects tab. All right, and we're going to select stroke. So another window should be popping up shortly. Awesome. So this is how you would add a stroke on here. So one of the things we normally do is select a good color. So we're going to double click. Okay, it's already double clicked. I'm sorry. So we're going to click on the color layer, the color selection, right? So this is where you would change the color to something else. For the sake of the course, we're going to have you bring your mouse down to this little area down here in that pink. Just bring your mouse down there. See, your dropper tool will then be identified and you can select a color that way. Go ahead and click on that. And notice the color change up here. So that is now your new color and it will complement the artwork that you're working with. So you have several colors you can pick from. So we'll go ahead and use that one for now. Go ahead and select OK. The other thing that we're going to do is you can adjust the size of your stroke. We could increase it by using the slide bar, but we're going to go ahead and use the number 5 for now. Awesome. So that is one. If you wanted to see how another one would look, right? We're going to stay in this menu. You would check the second box for a stroke. If you do not see one in there. All right, so we're over here, right? So you would then click on this layer and we're going to select a different color. Click on that one. So once you click on that one, notice you have a different color option, right? So what we can do is click on that once again. Excuse me. And you'll have your dropper tool. So we can probably use one of these blue colors in here off of her shirt. So your dropper tool, just select that blue tone. And your colors should change up top. Did you select that already with your dropper tool? Wonderful. So your colors have changed and you would go ahead and hit OK. So that way, once you go out to your main screen, if you wanted to just use one color or both, you can do that as well. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit OK. Okay, so if you come over, what was that?
I was just saying, are you going to use the effects that we already have applied, like where they can auto apply? I'll show you that step. So this step, it's perfect that you showed them this because this is how you manually do this. Now, if we double click on this effects here for this layer where it says happy, double click on that effect.
Clear my stuff off.
Right here. Nope, just double click on the FX right there. Double click on the FX. Do you see me circling it? There you go. Double click on it. Okay. If you go up here to styles, we had you install some styles when we first started, and this is a good style starter pack. Click on the word styles. Okay, and then go ahead and open up the free style pack. Go ahead and open the folder with that little arrow there. Perfect. Let's go ahead and open the second folder. Yep. Okay, and go ahead and click on one of those. You have 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and click on each one, see what it looks like. Okay, one's glitter, one's metallic, and one's more of a gradient with an outline there. So you have these options here that will help you when you want to kind of have a jazz to your text, but you don't want to necessarily make it from scratch. Okay, so everybody has those 3 options there if you installed them in the beginning of this class. So y'all should be good to go on that. And then just pick whichever one you want. And the same thing goes. If you need to, I might make the word happy a little bit bigger so your text kind of fills that out a little bit more. But that's good. You're good to go. You can hit OK if you like the glitter. Okay. And then my very next step, which is what this is an advanced feature. So y'all are learning an advanced feature that I use right now in creating my own templates. So after you select that text style, I want you to come down here to your adjustment layers. We're going to go to solid color. Up here to solid color. And then you're just going to select whatever it has. If it has brown, purple, green, it's okay. Just hit OK. All right. Now we're going to right click on this layer where it says color 1, right click and do create clipping mask. Create clipping mask. Okay, you see how it just changed the color of that text to whatever color's here? Now you can double click on this color right here. Double click on it. Click 2 times real fast. There you go. Come over here to your artwork, and then I want you to hover over your artwork and grab some color from your artwork. You can grab the pink, the blue, the purple, whatever you find to be what you want this color to stand out as. Okay. Once you have the color that you want, go ahead and hit OK. And then I want you to come up here to the blend mode, and instead of normal, then you're going to do, let's try multiply. Okay, you see how it has that metallic effect? So if you have the glitter, you have metal, you have the gradient, it'll be able to kind of show that through. But later on, you're going to be able to play with all the different blend modes and kind of get whatever effect you want out of it. But essentially, you have a custom colored, custom designed piece of text right there. Okay, and then I'm going to go through that one more time because I know this is something that I kind of popped up, Coach Ann. So we're going to go through it one more time. Let's see. Bernita, when you're saying that your screen is not the same, go ahead and share your screen. Let's check it out. And Tina, you're good. Everybody do the save dance. Y'all doing a lot of work. Make sure you save them. Make sure you save them. Okay. So Bernita, what we're going to do is we're just going to come up here. Oh, let me grab my marker real quick. You're going to come up here to styles, up here to the top, styles. And your style is not installed. So you can go close out of this. I'm going to see if I can get you caught up, but if not, then we'll just have to sit this one out. Go ahead and hit cancel here. And then go to file up here to the top. Go to file and then open. Okay, and let's see if we can find those styles. Let's click on the styles right there and hit open. Hit open. All right, now that we're on our text layer here, let's go to our effects down here at the bottom. Go to blending options. Let's go to styles right here. Let's open up the Innate Lab folder. Just open the folder with that little arrow. Let's open the next folder with the arrow. Okay, and choose one of these, 1, 2, or 3. Okay, perfect. Whichever one you like, go ahead and hit OK. All right, next thing we're going to do is we're going to make a solid color layer on top. So we're going to come down here to the bottom, adjustment layer, and we're going to choose solid color. Solid color. Okay, just whatever it is, hit OK. Right click on the word, color fill 1. Right click on the word. Yep. And then let's do create clipping mask. Create clipping mask. You got it? Yep. All right. Now what you can do is now you can double click on this swatch where the black color is. Double click. Right here. Right. Hold on. Let me clear. There you go. Double click right there. All right. And then you can hover over the image and click anywhere where there's color and it'll pick that color up. So if you hold the mouse down, it should show you different colors that you're touching. Hold the mouse down and move it around. There you go. Let's see how I was changing that text. You can go into the blues, the pinks, the purples, whatever you like. Okay. Once you get the color that you like, go ahead and hit OK. All right. And I want you to take the blend mode right now as on normal. I want you to change that to multiply. That's it. Perfect. Now go ahead and save, file, save. File, save. Perfect. Everybody do the save dance. Now what I want you to do for this Easter is I want you to actually double click on this T right here. I want you to erase the word Easter because we're going to show you how to duplicate. And I want you to do that step. So double click on the T right here. Okay. And this erase the word Easter. Not from there. Double click on the T and then erase the word Easter from the artboard. Okay, hit undo, Control Z, or you can go to your history and undo a step. Double click on the T. Use the cursor, because right now you're in the text tool. Use the cursor to select the word Easter from the artboard. Scroll back over here to push your bar to the left. Okay, go ahead and hit Control Z. Control Z to undo what you just did. Okay, just use your cursor to select the word Easter, just like if you were in Microsoft Word. You can hit the backspace if you need to delete. Okay, and then go to the end of it. You can use your arrows on your keyboard too, and just delete those, and you just want the word happy right now. Okay, and then go ahead and use your move tool to get up out of the text editing tool, and then go ahead and hit save. All right, anybody else that needs help right now, go ahead and give me a 2 in the chat. This is a little bit of an advanced feature. I'm letting y'all know that right now, but this is good stuff because this is going to have your design stand out from people who are designing in Canva or designing in Silhouette. They can't do these type of things. I want y'all to know that y'all are showing up and showing out right now in Photoshop. Okay. Tania says the class is lit. Thanks, coaches. Of course. Thank you for showing up for yourself. April, go ahead and share your screen. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, April, you're up next, love. Go ahead, share your screen. Okay, I see it coming up. All right, so Coach Ann, you got this one. And I got you if you need some help. Yeah, we got these tiny, I see it is a little tiny on this side, but I got your back if you need me, okay? And you are muted, love.
I clicked it too fast and double clicked on it. Okay, so what we're going to do is you have your 4-way tool selected and we are going to go down to your adjustment layer. I can hardly see it, so yes, we're going to click on that.
Hold on, I gotta move this out of my way. Let's see. Adjustment layer.
Yep, so we're
that
down
one.
here at the
That's what I
bottom.
was missing.
Yeah, that's what you were missing. So once you hit that little drop down, awesome, you're going to select solid color.
Okay.
So now you could double click in this box. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to right click. Oh, cancel that. We're going to cancel out of that. You're going to right click on that same. Oh, we're going to have to redo it. Okay, let's go back a step.
You had it, Ann. You had it exactly right.
We did.
Yep.
So we're going to go back into the adjustment layer. We're going to hit solid color and clear off all these markers, right?
And just hit okay with whatever it is. You're going to be okay with whatever it is. Okay.
Wonderful.
And then we'll right click and create a clipping mask. Once we create a clipping mask, then we change the color.
You're going to do the clipping mask.
Where's it at? Oh, there it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm erasing too fast. I'm trying to make sure I get you there faster. So now you can double click in here. And once you double click, your other window will open and you could select any color, or you can use your selection tool and click anywhere on the image as you're doing already. And that is how you change that.
And then the next step is, instead of the blend mode being normal, if you'll circle the blend mode area up there, change the blend mode to multiply. And what this helps out with, if you have a gradient or you have glitter, anything like that, it will kind of color that effect. So you see how it's doing different based on the blend mode you use. But go ahead and use multiply. It's all the way up to the top so that we have all of them. Everybody's using multiply right now. Y'all can play with this after class and change the blend mode. Perfect. That's it. That's it. Go ahead and do the save dance. Anybody else that needs help right now, go ahead and give us a 2 in the chat. Can y'all believe y'all are almost done? Y'all are almost done building this file from scratch. And you have some bonus artwork for coming to class today. We gave you some bonus Easter artwork that you're going to be able to do the same steps on your own because class will be over with. You'll be able to do the same steps, dragging in your background, dragging in your foreground or your subject or your photo image, and doing the same thing, okay? And you can even do it in this file. All right, I think
Deja's next.
Okay, and Coach Ann, you got this. I
Yes,
am
ma'am.
hands off.
All right, Miss Deja, can you go ahead and share your screen, please, and unmute your microphone?
You were asking me if we need help.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm
you have
sorry. I
a
don't
two-
need help. No, I don't
Okay,
need
there's a
help.
2
I'm
in the
sorry.
chat. Okay, Morticia, I think you also stated that you needed help.
Yes, I do.
So if you could go ahead and unmute and share. Okay, I see already where we're going. There are 2 different fonts and you have,
For
Oh,
some
you have
reason,
black.
when I click, when I try to select my color, it's not, well, it wasn't selecting the color.
It's all right. Can we cancel out of this real quick? This bar that is open. And I want to double check something really quick. Can you hit this drop down really quick? I want to see which font you have selected because there's also a all black one. All right, we're on the right one. Good to go. Okay, so we could close that out. So you're going to double click on, and then you select the color. You could use your dropper tool and move on to the image and select the color or click any one you would like. Is this what you're saying it would not select?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And it's still not selecting?
Mm-mm.
All right, let's cancel really quick.
Let's see, are you holding down the mouse when you hover over your image? Try it again one more time, double click on the swatch.
And we also do not have her clipping mask on that either.
It's looks like there's a clipping mask on the to the happy. When you push down on the artwork on the color picker, so push down on your artwork. Where's your mouse right now?
Right here.
Okay. Let's see. It says show sample ring. It's not showing the sample ring. It should be showing that little coloring around it. This is probably a glitch in Photoshop. What I would suggest that you do is go ahead and hit cancel out of this color mode right now. Save what you're working on, and I want you to reopen. So save this, close down Photoshop, and reopen it. And more than likely, it's a glitch right now, and it's not allowing you to see all your functions in Photoshop. Okay, and we can come right back to you. Give yourself a little time to open that up. It should be your B001-class file. It opened right back up. Now let's try it again. Let's double click on that swatch. And let's try the color picker again. Hover over the artwork. Okay, go to something that's not that dark color. Go to a lighter color. Okay, let's try something else. Hit cancel there. Okay, I am going to show you a different way to make a color from your artwork. Let's come over here to your color picker tool right here. Go ahead and see if the color picker tool by itself is working. So click on like the light blue color, something that we can know is lighter. Nope, your color picker tool is not functioning. This is probably due to your, oh, you got a sample on current layer. Ha, take it off of current layer. Where it says sample current layer.
Oh.
That's what it is. Let's go all layers.
Okay.
All layers. Okay, now let's double click here on that box, and I bet it's gonna work now. Okay, let's go ahead and choose an image color. There you go. All right, now we can hit OK. Perfect, perfect, perfect. All right, so now let's go ahead and change that blend mode. Instead of normal, let's change it to multiply up here at the top. Perfect. Now you got that good old metallic look. Looks good. Awesome, awesome. Okay, so hang tight for me. If nobody else needs help, we're going to move on with your screen for the next step. And I need everybody to pay attention to the next step because I'm going to show you how to group things and duplicate things. Okay, so let's make sure that everybody's on the same page right now. If you are at this step and you're ready to move on, give me a 1. If you need some help, go ahead and give me a 2. All right, we're all 1s, ready to move on. Let's go. Okay, yep, do the save dance. Morticia is exactly right. Let's do the save dance. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to create a group with the text plus that color that you just created. Why? Because we want to always keep it together when we move it around. So let me put my nuts down because I was over here something because y'all got us a little past time. We're supposed to be done at 1. All right, so yeah, I'm honored to spend my birthday with y'all though, so I'm not complaining. All right, so we're gonna make sure we have this top layer selected. Then we're gonna hold down Shift on our keyboard and select the word happy. So we have the color plus happy. Perfect. You should have 2 things highlighted right now. On your keyboard, you're going to do Control G. It's probably Command G on a Mac, but Control G on a PC. That means you're going to group those things. It should have turned into group 1. Okay, if it turned into a group for you and open up that group, make sure you have the right things in there. It should only be your color and your 1 line of text. If that is true, I want you to give me a 100. If it's not true, give me a 0. Okay, 100s. Don't be ashamed to give me the 0. Okay, April, go ahead and share your screen. Okay, Bernita, keeping up. Let's go, Bernita. Okay, so April, go ahead, share your screen and I'll get you next. Perfect. April, go ahead and make your screen full screen. April, let me ask you this. Do you have dual screens or are you watching on one screen? Because I'm trying to figure out why your Photoshop is not staying on full. Are you
Okay,
TV screen or something?
If I make it too big, I can't see all of it. So I'm trying to shrink it down so I can see it. And I do have dual.
Make it big and let me see what you're talking about because I can help you solve that problem. Okay, so when you say you make it big, you can't see all of it. What can't you see?
Yeah, the top and the sides.
I get what you're saying. You're saying that your Zoom features are kind of covering up your stuff and it's aggravating.
Yes.
Got you. Okay. All right. So, but for the sake of demonstrating, we need it full screen for everybody who's following along. You can bring it back down when you're done. I want you to select the color fill layer. And you know what? Go ahead, Coach Ann. I think you got this. You're going to help her create a group out of those 2 layers.
All right. And I'm going to teach you a secondary way to do that also. So we're going to select happy. And then we're going to hold down the Shift button and select your color fill layer.
I select it and then Shift. Okay.
Hold Shift. No, you're not moving anything.
Yeah.
All you're doing is highlighting both layers. Stop dragging.
It's not doing it.
Just, okay, so you have your 4-way tool. Do me a favor, click on the color fill layer. Okay, now hold your Shift button down and select happy. Awesome. So now you're going to hit Control. Are you on a Mac or PC?
PC.
Okay, so you're going to hit Control G and that will create a folder. That is your shortcut. Okay, so as you can see, that put both of those files in that folder. I'm going to show you one other step real quick. If you don't mind, Shanon. Control Z. Do Control Z for me. We're going to undo that step we just did.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to leave the layers highlighted. But another way that you can also do that, if you're having trouble with the other one, you can select this folder icon at the bottom.
Let me get this over. Okay.
Okay. And when you do that, click on it. Once you click on it, it will also drop them into a group folder. So that is a secondary way for how to do that.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Charnette said, don't share for me. Do you want to share, Charnette? Or are you saying you don't want to share? Are you all caught up now? So you have your group 1 and that is the step that we left off on. Charnette, oh, no sound. Okay, got it. All right, Miss Shanon, where are we headed to next? Are we going to duplicate everything?
All right, so we have everybody caught up. Let's go ahead. Y'all can tell I was chomping on my lack of lunch right now.
Oh yes.
Let's go ahead and double click on the word group 1. We're going to change the name of this group. In Photoshop, you want to be very aware of what you're building. Okay, you want structure. All right, so instead of just naming this randomly group 1, you're going to double click on the word group, double click on it. We're going to change this to text 1, T-E-X-T 1. So this is just letting us know this is our first line of text, text 1. Okay, once you have that, go ahead and give me a 1 in the chat. If you missed that step, give me a 2. Okay, any 2s, any 2s?
No 2s, no 2s. We have all 1s.
All right, cool. That was easy, right? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to right click on the text 1 folder, right click, and we're going to duplicate that folder. So we're going to duplicate the group. And then we're going to call this text 2. When it pops up the option, if you drag it over to the front screen so we can see it, go ahead and put a 2 after that and hit OK. So now we have text 1, text 2. Well, guess what? Text 2 is going to be the word Easter. But right now it's sitting right underneath the happy and it looks just like happy. So we don't see it. We are going to on the artboard. No, we're not. Look, April. Hello, April. I got you, April. Okay, on the artboard, we're going to click and pull that down. And you must have your move tool selected. If you still have your text tool selected, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, so make sure your move tool selected and like literally just nope, on your move tool.
I can't see it, so I'm trying to find it here.
It's right here on the left side. Sorry, I was choking on my snack. I'm still alive though. All right, so now April, what you're doing, wait a second. Hit escape to undo or hit Control Z to undo. Because what you're moving right now is you're moving the center point. You're not actually moving the graphics. So do Control Z. Okay, perfect. Move anywhere but that little middle point. So move right here on the P for happy. Start there. Because if you click exactly on that middle point, you're going to move your center point. Okay, so just pick it up and push it down. There you go. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. Now I want you to right click here. You should be on your move tool, so you can right click here now. Just right click on the word. It looks like you are on the transform tool. So let's go ahead and go back to the move tool. Go back to the move tool. Anytime we see functions that we don't want, we're going to default to the move. Okay. Right click on the word happy, but not quick. Try to click right there in the middle. Anything but that middle right there, April. You got it. Okay, so right click. We want to be on the meat of the text. Let's right click and see how it says the word happy in there. Let's grab that word happy and watch this. Boom, it's going to open up the folder and tell you exactly what you clicked on. Okay, now we can double click on that T and type the word Easter. Okay. Perfect. Now, in order to get out of text editing mode, we got to go back to the move tool. Let's go back to the move tool. All right. So now you have the option right now to go to these effects right here and choose a different effect. Maybe the top one you want metallic, the bottom one you want glitter. I don't know, but double click on that effects right there. On the F and the X, double click on it right here. Okay. And then go up to your styles. And you can, excuse me, I got the voice. Hey, got the voice. That's what I say when we got a little Skittle voice. Okay. Open that one up right there. And go ahead and choose a different one. So that one is the glitter one. Try that one out. And here's the thing, if you want the glitter to be smaller, you can go to pattern overlay. Go right here to pattern overlay. And right now the scale is 207. If you make that scale more like 100, it'll make the glitter pieces smaller. It'll make the pattern smaller. There you go. Perfect. And you can go ahead and hit OK. The other cool feature is now you have a color for text 1, but you could choose a totally different color for text 2 by double clicking on that box. And just like we did before, let me get all my marker off your screen. double click, choose a different color from the graphic, and now you got a totally different color for that particular text. Go ahead and hit OK and make sure you do your save dance. And I'm gonna check in because we did a lot of steps just then. Okay. So if you got everything that you needed, don't type anything right now. If you need some help right now, give me a 2. We just did and if y'all kept up with all the steps,
We're looking good.
proud of you.
Oh, Bernita.
Okay. All right,
Bernita needs some help.
All right, Bernita, go ahead and share your screen. April, great job. Make sure you save it. All right. That's still April's screen. Bernita, let us know if you could share your screen, love.
All right, screen share.
All right, so your text 2 looks like you got it there. Just need to move it. So go ahead and close up that text 2 folder. Just close it. And then your text 1, because your happy is so big, take your happy, your text 1. So select your text 1 folder. Go ahead and close it up. Close that folder up right there. Yep. Okay, go ahead and select text 1 folder. Select text 1 and move this up. Just move it up a little. Nope, not on there. I'm drawing on the artboard here. Let that go. Yep. And move it up on the artboard. Just push it up on the artboard.
Oh, she's got auto select on.
Oh, that's what it is. So that's probably why some of y'all are struggling too. Take off auto select and turn on show transform controls. There you go. Now that's gonna make your life a little bit easier. Now select text 1. So see how I told you auto select is the devil. You did not nearly want to select that thing, and that's what it selected. You want to select text 1, the whole folder. Text 1, the folder. And just select the actual folder. Okay. Now let's go ahead and move that up. Nope. We're moving it up on the artboard, lady. Come on, you got this. Come on, we almost there, Bernita. There you go. You got it. Perfect. You got it. All right, now for text 2 is already below text 1. I just want you to see that you can change the style of these. So let's say text 2, you could double click on the FX right here on the layers panel. You got it. Now you can go to your styles. And remember, we had some pre-made styles for you. You can go ahead and open those up, open that folder. Open the next folder. And if you could remind me to save these in a way that when it zips it, it doesn't make a double folder. I hate when it does that. It does that every time I zip it. I got to do it a different way. Go ahead and open that. All right, and now choose the first one. The first one's glitter. The last one is gradient. That's gradient, that's glitter, whichever one you want. Okay. That way it just gives you a variation. If you want them to look exactly the same, that's cool too. You could keep it just how you had it. All right. Now, another option that you have here, if you go ahead and hit OK, you can double click on this color and make it an alternative color. I call it a secondary color. You have your primary color, your secondary color. Usually you can pick something else from the artwork, so it'll kind of give you a contrast there. Maybe the blue, if you already have a pinkish color selected. There you go. Now go ahead and hit OK. Double click on the T right here, and then you're going to type, double click on the T. You don't even have to hit backspace. Just type it in, start typing in the word Easter, or capitalize your E and type in the word Easter. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, so now you can move these around. You can move around your text 1 folder, move around your text 2 folder, and you can put these words side by side. You can put them, stack them on top of each other. You can now change the size of the little girl if you want to make her a little bit smaller so that you can move her up. You can do that too. And because you should be in your move tool, go back to your move tool to get out of your text editing tool right here, move tool. And now you can close up those folders and move everything around. All right. Looks good. Anyone else need help right now? Go ahead and give us a 2. Other than that, the only thing I would suggest, Bernita, is that you go ahead and select your little girl here. Go ahead and right click on her. And then you'll see where it says Innate Lab Kid 6. Go ahead and select that. Okay, and see how it found it for you in the layers. Now what you can do is, since you have these controls here, you can reduce the size of her image a little bit. And now you can bring her image up a little bit higher. Maybe bring the happy and the Easter down a little lower. So this is where you get into placement. Like you're making your design, it's up to you how you style it. So you have all the components, all the pieces on here right now. Now I want to challenge you right here, right now. If you have your Easter design files already downloaded, give me a 0. Because if you have it already downloaded, I'm going to show you very quickly how to change it out. And then we're going to get something to eat and we're going to take the rest of the day off. Well, some of you are coming to Saturday class at 5. Okay. Okay. So real quick, Tina, I'm only showing this one time. That's it. Because we ain't supposed to be doing this in class right now. Y'all supposed to figure this out for homework. I'm going to give you the cheat code so that you have this. Okay. So everybody saved, do the save dance. Tina, go ahead and share your screen. And this will be the last. We done gave y'all bonus after bonus after bonus today. We done spent some time with you. All right. So what I want you to do is, let's say that we're going to change this out for the Easter design. Let me go full screen here because there we go. I want you to, let's select the little girl's image on the layers panel. And the reason why is because whatever I bring in, I want to come in on top of this. So let's have that selected. Just select this layer. Select the little girl's picture in the layer. Okay, you don't have to double click it. Just regular click it. All right, let's go ahead and close out of this. Okay. All right, we just wanted to click it so that whenever we bring a new layer in, it's going to always put it on top of our currently selected layer. Let's go File and Place Embedded. File, Place Embedded. And where are your Easter Easter designs?
I have it.
Okay, so we're gonna, because I want this to be how this was supposed to be. So let me show you how to do this. Go ahead and take these and put them inside, like literally take that and drop it inside of your Innate Academy B001 folder. This is how you have to come to class. Okay, I'm letting y'all know this because I don't want you to be in class and then you can't participate or you're holding up participation because everything's not in the right place. So now let's double click on this folder here. And this is how it should be when you get ready to come to class. Like, oh, this is my subject image. This is my photo. This is my mascot I'm using. This is the background I want to use. It's already in the folder for the class that you're going to do for the day. And I'm telling y'all this because there's a class today at 5 and everybody who made it through class today, you're eligible to go to that class. Some of you are already OGs and can go to the class. Some of you are already in the Innate Academy membership as a VIP member, and you can go to the Saturday class. Okay. So what we want to do is select this photo here and hit place. All right, so it's going to bring it in. I just want you to hit enter to lock in your transformation. Awesome. Now your homework is going to be to fade that image. Let me show you a trick where you don't even have to refade this image off. I want you to select this layer mask here. Just select the layer mask, hold down Alt on your keyboard. It would be Option if you're on a Mac. Hold down Alt, ALT on the keyboard, and I want you to pick it up and drop that right here. If you're holding down Alt, it'll turn into a double arrow. It'll duplicate that mask. Let it go. Boom, dilly, boom. It just faded off the bottom of that image without any additional effort. Y'all are magic over here. Y'all are Photoshop mastery over here. Okay, let's go ahead and turn off the eyeball for our little one. I don't know if y'all know how big y'all doing it right now. I hope y'all know how big you're doing it right now. All right, next thing is we want to replace the background. So we're going to select this background layer. Like I said, I'm only showing this once, and this is doing a little extra for y'all. Let's go File, Place Embedded, and now let's go grab the background. Place Embedded, you got it. Let's grab the cross background and hit place. Again, we're going to have to take it and make it bigger so it takes up the whole space here. There you go. Same thing with the bottom down there. You got it. Go ahead and hit enter to lock in your transformation. Okay. Now what we're going to do, we don't even have to create a clipping mask, or all you have to do is drag it between the clipping mask and take this layer and pull it right between there. It will automatically clip. Now I know. See you making up your own instructions right there. You Control Z. I got you. Just Control Z or edit undo. You're going to take this layer and because this one's already clipped. If you bring it below, so you're going to take this layer. Watch what I'm doing. Watch what I'm doing. Take this cross layer and drag it underneath the lab layer. Drag it right underneath the lab layer. Let it go. Boom. It's going to automatically clip. Now turn the eyeball off for the lab. Turn the eyeball off for the lab. And looky there. Now what you could do is you could take the cross and you can move it. Like if you want to see more of the cross, you can resize it. You can move that left to right, and then you can kind of get what you want in your view. How you move it is on the artboard. You can move it up, down, over to the left, over to the right. You can see more of it. You can also take your image of your little ones, pull it down a little bit so that you could see more of the cross in the background. Okay, so you take your image of your little ones here. Yep, click on that and then pull them down a little bit. There you go. And see the cross is way over here. So now you can pull that cross over. So wait, you're on the, you're still on the cross. It's okay. Do Control Z. So you can undo that last step. All right, pull it down a little bit. So you still want it to come down. So pull your image down for the little ones. Perfect. That's it right there. And then now select your cross background. And now you can push that over to the left a little bit so you can see more of your cross. There it is. Look at y'all over here making custom images and whatnot. All right, go ahead, save your work, save your work. Y'all can play with this later. And now you know how you can make more text. You can duplicate this text. You can apply different layer styles. You can fade things off. Y'all just did a lot. You just did a lot in one session, okay? So I want to make sure y'all save your work. We got to close this thing on out because
I just want to tell her real quick, Shannon, to show her transform controls up at the top. Because I don't think she realized.
Oh, yeah, you got to have that on right there. Yep. That'll make it so much easier for you to resize and everything. Perfect. That's it. Okay, so everybody go ahead and save. Now, I wanted to throw y'all a deal out there, but y'all got me over here hungry. I might take my deal back.
But it did hang in there.
It's my birthday. I'm supposed to be at a gourmet restaurant right now. I'm over here eating these emerald nuts because I love y'all and I want to make sure that I saw y'all through this today.
That's okay. Gourmet though. It's not the store brand.
It is. It's gourmet. And these ain't even the ones I'm supposed to be having because they got the extra salt on them. I was like, well, at least give me some salt today because Lord. All right. Okay. No, don't be sorry at all. This is a choice. It's a blessing. It is an honor and a privilege to be here with y'all today. So listen to what we're gonna do. Let me stop the screen share because everybody, we are done with the screen share for today. Y'all will have the replay if you need anything else. Now, what I did want to share with you all is, let me not share. Am I sharing my screen right now?
You are. Shall we stop recording?
No. What do you see on the screen right now? It's cool.
Okay. Your screen is up. I'm seeing your innate background with your mock-up.
For my mock-up. You know, it's weird because when I'm sharing my screen, it doesn't indicate which screen I'm sharing once I start sharing it.
And of course, that big square in the middle of the screen as well.
Okay, if you say big square in the middle, I know exactly what you're saying. Okay, so let me get rid of that. All right, so we have, this class is what class is coming up today at 5 o'clock, okay? If you are not a platinum VIP member or a VIP member, meaning that you pay the $97 a month and you get to come to the live classes that are now, they're going to be Wednesdays and Saturdays instead of just Wednesdays. Okay. We are growing and we want to make sure that we are invested in your success. So we are actually hiring a second coach to come in on Saturdays and teach you all the Photoshop template of the week. Now, these templates of the week, every single week, we do them live. And the whole point of it is so that you have artwork that you hit the ground running with, okay? This design, I guarantee you, when you finish it in class, just like y'all finished the design in class today, if you finish this in class tonight, then you will immediately be able to post it. And I guarantee you someone will inquire about ordering your shirts or your designs, your tumblers, whatever you decide to do with this artwork, okay? So if you're not in the VIP plan, go ahead and give me a 0 in the chat. Give me a 0 in the chat so I know who I'm talking to right now. Okay. Okay. If you would like to come to this class, I'm offering you a like you don't have to subscribe to the $97 a month, but I want y'all to understand there's a difference between coming to a live class and watching a recording. So let me ask y'all this is for everybody. How many of you have gotten more done in this live class than you ever have watching anybody else's, even if it's mine, recorded videos? If that's you, give me 100. If you have got more done in this live class than you've ever, and I'm talking about some of my OGs, I know y'all got more done in this class because I seen you. Okay. So one thing that the reason why we're doing this for free, this is not supposed to be a free class. The class that y'all took today is because we want to show you the power of having a coach that can pull you out the mud and get you to a final product. We want transformation that you can see and feel in the moment. Okay. So with that, I'm letting you in on a possibility. If y'all want to come to this class, it's at 5 today. Instead of $97 for the live course, I'm taking $77 off. And it will be $20. $20. You get the template plus you get the live class only for this Saturday. Okay. Now, if you just want to get the class, you can get it for $20 because I don't sell the classes for $20. They're actually, when they're pre-recorded, they're $30 and $60, depending on what the class is. So you get that class for $20, whether you go to it right now or you go to it later. Okay. If you go to it right now, you're going to get the live help. If you go to it later, you'll be able to watch the recording. Either way, you're going to get this template, this class today, 5 p.m. All right. Now, only the people in this room right now are getting this deal. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I feel like if you're in this room, you are really serious about, you know what, I've been putting this off long enough. I really want to learn Photoshop. I really want to take my designs to the next level. I'm tired of, my designs not looking like they could look. And I done tried other groups. They are either trash designs or trash teachers. And I feel really good here right now. I don't feel like we have trash designs or trash teachers right here. And if that's how you feel and you want to continue this journey, I'm giving you an opportunity to do that. All right. So I'm going to drop a coupon code in the, let's see here. I'm going to drop it right now. Now I'm going to drop the link to this class and then a coupon code. So you're going to have to go to the link, this specific link that I give you, and the coupon code. All right. So this is for 215. Here we go. Dropping it in the chat. So it's going to say $97 until you put in the coupon code. So y'all hold your horses. Let me get you the coupon code. If y'all want to pay $97 for it, I ain't stopping you because that's the normal price. But I'm going to give you this coupon code. You just enter it in. Okay. That's if you want to take this class tonight, or you want to go ahead and just get this class and this template. This is a hot template, y'all. Every template we do is a hot template. I'm telling y'all, because we always make sure that we're doing something relevant to what you could be selling right now. Graduation is hot. This doesn't even have to be graduation. It says fresh senior, but you could do fresh king and fresh queen. And this could be couple shirts, right? You don't have to do fresh anything. You can just put the name of a team on there, Falcons. And then you have all of the graphics. These are smart templates. The way that it works. And let me see if I can show y'all real quick. That's our preview video. If you ever want to preview what the template looks like or functions like, we have a little preview area and you can preview what that template flip looks like. So we go from this, boom, 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 change it out. Colors and all. We got an all over version of this you'll get. There's your 13 by 19 version. There's your all over version. Okay. So that's what you'll get in class tonight. If you're ready to go ahead, take it up a notch. Now you're ready to start doing the templates. And these are smart colors, y'all. We got advanced templates over here. And if y'all ever see anybody else use this, this is where they got it from, just to let you know. Okay. I hit the little giggle. Yeah, that's where they got it from. It did not exist before us. Like I said, we're always innovating in this space. So if you're looking for the place where we're always coming up with stuff, literally this buddy thing behind me, this whole table card thing behind me is an innovation, an invention that we came up with to help you all with all overs with a small heat press. This small heat press presses all overs with this table. So we are leaders, we're innovators, and we help create other leaders. We want y'all to be leaders. Okay, that's the type of hands that you're in. So just letting y'all know before we let you go, there's that one. And then some of you have asked about the Shopify challenge. Just real quick. Let me show y'all that one. Shopify challenge. Okay. So this is our Shopify challenge. This one right here, we help you find your avatar. We design not just a shirt, we design a shirt. We're going to design a stole this time. And it's going to be all at one time. We'll design a shirt, stole, a 13 by 19 shirt, all over shirt, and a stole. Okay. Then we're going to create all of these banners for the Shopify store. We're going to create those together in Photoshop. You don't have to have any Photoshop experience to do this. We're going to walk you through it. Then we're going to actually launch your Shopify store on day 5. So if y'all are ready for that, like this is quite literally what we're going to be doing for the next 5 days starting on Monday. Zoom room just like this. Shopify stores launched by day 5. We're not playing. So if you're tired of selling in your DMs, if you're tired of emailing people invoices and you're ready to actually set up your store, then I have an opportunity right now because Coach Ann is here with y'all. I'm going to drop a link and a code to take 50% off the Shopify challenge. Now, when I tell y'all we get it done in class, just like we got this done in class together, we're going to get your store done in class together. All right. So, and you drop the Shopify link. Cool.
I did.
Let me drop the Shopify coupon code. And
this is only for the folks in the room today. Is that correct?
Yes, this is only for the folks in the room today. I'm gonna copy that coupon because y'all are here with me on my birthday. So I figured I might as well give y'all a little something special too. So that's the coupon code. Oh, I lied. This is the coupon code for the Shopify challenge.
It pays to be in the room.
I'm telling y'all because I keep preaching like get in the room, but I rather show you better than I can tell you. When you're in the room, the number one win, let's be real. The number one win is that you all got work done in a session that's done that you feel proud about. That's your win. That's why you came to the room. The bonus is, yeah, there's an opportunity. There's a coupon code. I could stack, stack my benefits, That's a great thing. But the real true win is that you're here for yourself. You got something done. You were able to prove to yourself that you could do it. So you're working on your level of competence. You're working on your level of skill. And that is going to build your confidence, which is what we're here to do. Help you build confidence so you're not over here frustrated, pulling your hair out, trying to do this stuff by yourself. Okay. All right. So here we are getting ready to close out. Tomorrow we will have a marathon all day. I think we're starting at 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. We're going to be on YouTube all day, kind of like we did for my marathon for my birthday last year. So there are going to be deals. We're going to have live demonstrations. People are going to be coming live showing how to use the buddy, how to press things all over. We're going to have a template flip off. So for those who are interested in participating in that, you'll actually get a chance to come on YouTube live with me and flip a template with me. Okay. So like I said, we'll also have deals going on. We'll have people telling their stories about how they became successful in this field. So you don't want to miss that. Samela says last year was lit. Yeah, last year we started at like 6 o'clock in the morning and we didn't end till midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. Like I called it 24 hours, but I was asleep for like 4 of those hours. But it was a 24-hour marathon, quite literally. And people did not leave their sofas. Like I know some of y'all spouses were mad at me. Or maybe they wouldn't because maybe they got to watch their game in peace. I don't know. But you had your own thing going and we had fun together. So we're going to do that again tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m. and then we'll go to 9 p.m. because I do want y'all to get some sleep this time because last time we wilded out till like 12 or 1 in the morning. Okay. All right. Samela says I was there all day. It was fun. And I get to like enjoy my birthday with you all. Like I said, I'm not the type that wants to go to the club and like, get bottle service and stuff. My fun is literally spending it with the people that I value and the talents and the skills and the ways that I value. So I'm spending it with y'all. Okay.
So someone is saying they need help with the Automizer. You want to share
So
anything?
we'll have a demonstration tomorrow with the Automizer for sure. But that is an upcoming class. So anybody that purchased the Automizer, we're going to, just like we have this Saturday weekly class, we're going to have a weekly class for the Automizer. It's probably going to be on Sunday. And then that way, basically, if you all want to come to the Automizer class, there'll be a chance for you to have some help, exercise, doing the Automizer, and get some results with that too. However, we're doing an Automizer inside of the Shopify challenge. Y'all don't know this, but the image that y'all are changing out in the Shopify challenge is an Automizer. It changes the graduation shirt, the all over shirt, and the graduation stole all at one time. Okay. And Tina says, yippee! Like I'm telling y'all, we are going to be the most on point group because we have accountability and we have the skills and we're growing our confidence. Okay. All right. So that's it. Look, Nisi getting back in the room now. Nisi said, I want them coupon codes. All right, y'all. So hopefully you all got a chance to take advantage of the 2 coupon codes that I dropped. One for 50% off the Shopify challenge, one for $77, which is basically 75% off of the live class that is tonight at 5 p.m. So hopefully y'all get y'all some lunch, early dinner, whatever it takes, so that when you come to class tonight, it's an hour-long class, y'all. It might take an hour and a half, depending on if you all want to do some extra fancy stuff or ask extra questions, but it's an hour class and you end up with a cool, super relevant, super sellable design by the end of class. So we're not just having you sitting there eating popcorn, watching us work. You're going to be doing the work, you're going to get it done, and you're going to be proud of yourself and have something to post by the end of class. Okay. Speaking of which, post your work. If you're not in this free Innate Lab Facebook group, come on over to the Facebook group and post what you did in class today. Okay. Post what you did. Whether it be new information at 5. If you were in the class on Wednesday, it's not going to be new information for Saturday. It's more of an opportunity. In college, you might have a Wednesday class and a Friday class, and you can choose which one best fits your schedule. That's what it is. So it's not going to be new information in the Saturday class. It is literally just a different coach teaching that class. And this is our way of training our coaches too. If y'all don't know, we got to give some kudos because this is Coach Ann's second time teaching. Only second time teaching, and she did a phenomenal job. She's training to be a full-time coach in the academy and for herself as well. So let's first of all clap it up to Coach Ann and tell her thank you. She spent some extra time with us today. Extra time she spent. Even with her migraine and all. We got to say thank you. You hear me? Yes, Judy saying clap. Okay, yes. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yes, please take advantage of the offers that we just gave to you, because when we close this out, we're not posting this anywhere else today. And for everyone else, we'll see you tomorrow during the marathon. Have fun for the rest of your day. Coach Ann, where you at? You still on? Let me stop my screen share so I can see you, so we can all see that beautiful bright smile.
Yes, and we are.
And I wanted to see you too, so I could tell you thank you. And then we can close this thing out. You ready?
Yes, I am ready to close it out. So thank you all for the lovely comments on on how I am doing as a coach. So I really appreciate it. You guys are being really nice, but we thank you and we appreciate you spending your Saturday with us. And Dr. Shannon?
Until next time. Bye.
Bye.
Y'all take it easy. Have fun with the rest of your day.
Can I email someone? I have a quick question for somebody. Anybody?
You can, actually, you can email or you can Facebook message the business page.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, no problem. Bye, y'all.
Awesome. Well, have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, Ed. You did a phenomenal job, love.
Thank you. I appreciate the assist as well. Did we stop recording?
Yep, I am
Yes.
ending it right now.